Hi fam, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. For my new viewers, welcome. My name is Elle. Today I wanted to get up close and personal with you and provide you with information about Venus transitioning into the sign of Scorpio. Venus will transition into the sign of Scorpio on December 3rd, and it will stay there until December 29th, December 30th. So, we have quite some time to work with and enjoy this beautiful energy. In this vlog, I will provide you with information about Venus, about the energy of Venus, and also the energy of Scorpio. And I will intuitively provide you with information about how you may be affected by the energy of Venus in Scorpio, and or how this energy may affect those who are in your immediate circle. And to make this vlog even better, I have two friends with me. I have my puppy, Star, with me. She's sitting in the corner to my right. She's lying down right now. And I also have my gemstone friend with me. This is an epiphyllite with still bite, and this gemstone, aka love stone, is directly connected to your heart chakra, and it allows for you, if you hold it or are attuned to it or are around its energy, it attunes you to the higher angelic realms and your spirit guides. So with this gemstone in my hand, I know I'm definitely going to get messages from my guides and my angels and my whole angelic team with regards to all of this love that we're going to be surrounded by. So, as with all of my other vlogs, I have taken some notes so that I make sure I'm not babbling and rambling and going off subject and doing all of the other things that I normally do when I talk. And I encourage you to also do your own research and to check out other people's vlogs and to sit with the energy and just do whatever it is that you need to do so that you could become in tune with the energy to figure out what effect it has on you and how you can work with it. The information that I provide is just my perspective of the energy. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm just providing you with this information in hopes that you too will be interested in working with the energy. And like I said, do your own research and figure out what it's all about to you. So with that being said, I also want to mention that the majority of the information that I get with regards to the time periods that the planets transition into the different signs is from a website by the name of drstanley.com, and her method of obtaining the time period is kind of different from the other websites. So depending on where you live, I may be giving you a day that is off. It may be the day before or the day after. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so just adjust the time according to where you are. So Venus will be transitioning into the sign of Scorpio on December 4th, and today is December 2nd. So you have about a day and a half to prepare yourself for all of this love and sex and attraction and just yumminess that we're going to be surrounded by. So I'll provide you with information about the energy of Scorpio. So here we go. Scorpio, and I'm going to be looking down because, like I said, I took my notes. So Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac. And Scorpio is ruled by two planets. It's ruled by the planet of war, which is Mars, and the planet of the underworld, which is Pluto. The energy of Scorpio is all about deepness. It's very deep. It's very intuitive. The energy of Scorpio, there's no middle ground with it. It's black and white. It's yes, no. It's up, down. There's like no gray area. The energy of Scorpio may also feel like you want to dive deep to figure out what is going on or why people tick the way that they do or why they behave the way that they do or what they're composed of to make them the person that they are. The energy of Scorpio deals with things that are hidden, things that are secret, things that you may not readily see on the surface. It deals with you understanding the core of people and seeing things that are not obvious to other people. The energy of Scorpio also deals with destruction and regeneration. The symbol of a Scorpio is a scorpion. And the symbol of a Scorpio can also be a phoenix. And, you know, the story about a phoenix is that it's a bird that it grows into a beautiful phoenix and then it just self-destructs and it bursts into flames, and after it burns up it's just a bunch of ashes, and those ashes, out of those ashes another phoenix is born. As you can see, this is like, this energy is all about love. So Star is just like all in my face. She really wants love from me, and I think it's because I'm also holding the epiphyllite, because she's like on top of me. It's crazy. So let me continue. This is the reason why I took the notes, because I knew that I was going to be all over the place with this. The energy of Scorpio is very determined. You know, you'll feel like you want to figure out what's going on. It's very intense and emotional. So you're going to want to get down to the bottom of what is happening with you, or what is happening with other people, or different situations. It's very passionate and very intense, very intuitive, and you feel like you have a really, really keen sense, like you'll be connected very deeply to your intuition when it comes to the mechanics of why things are happening or why you may feel the way that you feel. The energy of Scorpio is a very fearless and determined type of energy. It will definitely make you feel like you want to put that work in to find out and to get that knowledge, and to figure out why people behave the way that they do, or why they function the way that they function. You'll feel very, the energy of Scorpio is very powerful as well. It's a very deep, powerful, emotionally, intuitively intense energy, very clever and receptive, which also deals with intuition. And at times it can be very complex as well, because it's an energy that is very deep. The energy of Scorpio, it makes you want to dive deep in the darkest possible waters to get a better understanding, to get the knowledge that you are seeking, to, you know, to understand the makeup of people, things, and yourself. The energy of Scorpio also deals with being aware and being very passionate and emotional. You know, like your emotions run very, like your deepest emotions, you will definitely feel and be more aware of your deeper emotions, and you'll want to understand why you have these deep emotions and where they come from. So those are some of the characteristics of the energy of Scorpio. And also bear in mind that, being that Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, there is also that destructive, regenerative energy that comes along with it. Like you may feel like, you know, your emotions are so intense that you fall into this like zombie type trance where, you know, you're crying all of the time, or you're really, really happy, elated for no apparent reason. And then out of that depression and or bliss, you will find that you're able to come to some type of an equilibrium and grow from there and grow into a different person, or find answers within those two intense emotions that you were unable, answers that you were unable to get before, because Scorpio also deals with seeing things that were not as obvious to you as they were before. Now Venus is the second planet from the sun. And Venus, the energy of Venus is all about love. It's all about money. It's all about sex. It's all about how you spend your money and your leisure time to please you. It's about adoration. It's about the finer things in life. It's about compromise. It's the energy of Venus is also about what you value, how you spend your money on the things that you value, how you spend your money and your time on the things that bring you pleasure. Do you spend your money or your time on the things that please you? Venus also, the energy of Venus also deals with attractiveness. What it is that you're attracted to, what attracts you to other people, what other people are attracted to in you. What attracts you to those things that you like? The finer things in life. The hobbies that you like, the food that you like, the recreation that you like, the extracurricular activities that you like, the sex positions that you like, the body types that you like. Venus is all about that. And it's also about beauty. What you find beautiful, what you find beautiful in other people, what you find beautiful in yourself. And it also encompasses art, love, sex, definitely sex. And, the myth that I have heard about Scorpios is that the energy of Scorpio is like one of the most sexual energies and zodiac signs. And the energy of Scorpio coupled with the energy of Venus is the type of energy that is extremely intense. Scorpio will make you feel like you want to understand, why is it that I am attracted to these type of people? Why is it that I attract these type of people to me? Why do I feel like this intense love and desire and sexual attraction to women who have this specific physique? Why am I attracted to men who, wear their hat a certain way? Or why am I attracted to, why do I like to eat this type of food? Why does this type of art or this type of, these types of movies like really fulfill me and make me feel so complete? Or why do I feel so strongly about certain beliefs that I have with regards to love and money and sex? So these are some of the things that you may feel. These are some of the questions that may present themselves to you while Venus is in the sign of Scorpio. Not only may you, start to think of things like that, but you will also have the urge to, like, dive into those deep waters with regards to your passions and your loves, the type of relationships that you have, how you show your appreciation and love for those people that you are in the most intimate relationships with. And it doesn't have to be intimate relationships that are sexual or boyfriend, girlfriend, married, significant other. It can be intimate relationships with your family members, or intimate the relationship that you have with your pets, or the relationship that you have with your coworkers. Because believe it or not, you're with your coworkers more than you are with your family members. So there is a type of intimacy there. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual intimacy, but there is intimacy there. The energy of Scorpio will definitely have you in the mind frame and the feeling that, I want to understand what it is that has attracted me to this type of interaction or this type of job or this type of relationship. Why was I initially attracted to my significant other? And what pleasures do I get from remaining in this type of relationship, whether it be a work relationship, a social relationship, a business relationship, a marriage, a love relationship, a booty call relationship, because the energy of Venus is all about attraction, it's all about pleasure, it's all about love, it's all about sex, it's all about money. You may also question and want to have a better understanding of why you spend your money on the things that you spend your money on if they don't really bring any pleasure to you, or why you're spending so much money on the things that you spend money on, and those things are things that are extremely pleasurable to you. You want to have a better understanding. You're going to be more curious about pleasure with regards to all of your relationships and pleasure with regards to your life. You may start to question you may start to question the pleasure that you find within yourself and within the relationship that you have within yourself. Are you starting to think to yourself, well, you know what? I'm not really happy with my job. However, this job, this unhappiness that I find in my job is spilling over into my personal life. What kind of relationship do I have with myself that, like, I find pleasure? I have to find pleasure within my being in an outside source before I can be pleased with just the fact that I'm alive. You might start to think like that. Scorpio energy is energy that will make you definitely dive deep underneath the surface, underneath the things that are more apparent to you. It'll make you question everything regarding money, beauty, sex, and love. Are you in relationships because of superficial reasons? Are you working at the job because it provides you with a certain status quo, but it doesn't please your soul, it doesn't please your heart? This energy of Scorpio will really have you thinking deeply about the pleasures in your life, and are you living your life through your pleasures? Do you need to add more pleasure? Are you living your life with too much pleasure and you're neglecting other areas of your life? Scorpio, yeah, the energy of Scorpio will definitely have you thinking along those lines. Am I spending too much money on my pleasures? Am I neglecting my pleasures and just like living in this 3D world way too much that I just don't have any pleasure at all and I'm miserable? These are some questions that you may be presented with also. And you may notice that those people in your circle are like questioning that also. You may find that you have conversations like this. Um yeah, it's a lot of love. And if you're not experiencing those things, the Venus in Scorpio may make you feel like, oh my goodness, I am so in love with everything. Like, your relationship may be amped up to the umpteenth degree, and everything is about passion, love, connection, intimacy, sex, pleasure. I mean, this energy can also amp up your life in so many different areas. You may find passion and love within yourself that is so crazy strong and wild. Like you turn into this like bright light of love. It's the energy is so beautiful and loving and open to love and understanding and having a deep understanding of what it is that you love, or what it is that you need to bring into your life so that you can have love. How to foster more self-love, and not so much, going to outside sources to find love and pleasure. This energy of Venus in Scorpio is so deep, and it's so intense, and it's so emotional. It will allow you to break free of the monotony that you may find in your relationship with yourself and with your relationship with others, that you are just like going to be transformed into a completely new person that is in tune with yourself, in tune with your heart, in tune with your desires, in tune with your pleasures. And when you become in tune with all of those things, like your heart and the pleasure that you have within yourself, and just the mere fact that you're alive and you can breathe, and every day provides a new opportunity for you to live and accomplish new things and experience new things and figure out what new pleasures and loves and desires you have. Just the mere fact of understanding and knowing that and finding that within this energy and working with that within this energy will break down all of those old programs that you have with regards to money, with regards to love, with regards to sex, with regards to pleasure. And once you're able to realize that you may not necessarily need those outside sources to find all of those things, the pleasure, the love, the desire, the intensity, the deep emotions, you will realize that all of that stuff is in you, and you will break down all of, that old energy that is inside of you with regards to love. And it'll allow you to transform into this new person that realizes that these outside influences, that promote or that have made me feel like I need to do certain things or be a certain way or have certain things happen to me physically in order for me to feel intense love or pleasure, for myself or around myself or with myself. These things are artificial means. And once they're gone, what does that mean? Does it mean that I'm not going to find pleasure? Does it mean that I'm not going to be loved? Does it mean I'm not going to feel love or be able to give love? Once you're able to transform from that mind frame of thinking that I need something on the outside so that I can feel whole or loved or desirable or pleased, then you'll realize that everything that you need is within you. That's you diving deep, using the energy of Scorpio to dive deep into those waters to figure it out. And you'll come to an epiphany, and you may come to an epiphany and you're like, oh my goodness, I like these materialistic things or these artificial or surface things, they come and go. And that doesn't mean that I don't have what I need within me. That doesn't mean that I can't find the pleasure in just being. That doesn't mean that I can't find the love with just being. And once you get to that level where you know that just by you breathing and having another opportunity to live another day will bring you pleasure, then you're transformed into this entirely different being who does not depend on materialistic things or outside influences for pleasure. That in and of itself is a great form of transformation, and that is transforming using the energy of Scorpio. That is you being that phoenix that is like spontaneously combusts into fire, and next thing you know, you're ashes. You're at your lowest, where you're like, oh my goodness, but if I don't have this, then that means that I won't feel pleasure. You mean if I can't eat the ice cream, then what pleasure do I have in life? That's like you burning as the phoenix. And then you realize, wait a minute, really don't need ice cream. Just the mere fact that I can go outside and take a walk and breathe in the fresh air and see nature, that's pleasurable. That's you coming from the ashes and forming into a new phoenix. That is what this energy of Venus in Scorpio is about. It's about having a better understanding of what the pleasures in your life are, diving deep to have a better understanding and transforming from that understanding into a new being of love. Oh, that's my Reiki alarm. Reiki to everyone. I love you. Love Reiki, violet flame Reiki, gold Reiki. Yeah, so anyway, that's what this energy is all about. It's about diving deep and transforming to a better understanding of what pleases you with regards to the time you spend, your loved ones, your relationship, money, and sex, and everything pleasure. So this energy is so beautiful, and I hope that you definitely work with this energy so that you can find more love within yourself, and that love that you find within yourself, and use the energy of Scorpio to transform that love into something that's bigger, brighter, and better. It will just like flow out of you into all of your relationships that you have, and that could only lead to more love and sex and pleasure and yumminess and juiciness and goodness and sweetness. I'm saying just work with it, because this is all about freaking sex and love and money. Like, who does not want more love and sex and money? I know I personally want more sex. Like, I'm not, please, I don't even want to go into my non-existent sex life. But yeah, I am like, come on, fam. Are you serious? You know, we all want more love and passion, right? So this energy is just like absolutely perfect for it. So guess what? If you don't get more love and passion and sex and pleasure in your life, that's nobody's fault but your own. And don't say that I wasn't trying to help you out with nothing, because I'm definitely trying to help you out with this, because I'm trying to help me out with this also. So my puppy just done rolled on her back because she wants me to love her up too. So I'm just going to go do that. I hope that you enjoyed my vlog, and I hope that you definitely do your own research and figure out what this is all about for you. Scorpio will definitely help you, and Venus will help you do it in the most loving and compassionate and juicy, lovey, sex kind of way. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. Work with the energy, do your research, and just do it. Like, come on. You can't help but grow and have more love and passion in your life. I will check you all later.